What's up, guys? Daddy O back again with another video. Today we're talking about progression and oh, so how beautiful seeing the progression of your newborn baby take place. Now, before I set this up and give you some more information and some anecdotal information as well, I want to set it up like this. So, when your baby's first born, you're in that operating room, let's say delivery room, and the baby's first born. I'm talking about that moment where the doctors have to look up and they got to see what time of the day the birth was. That moment, you want to make sure right then and there that your baby's fine and healthy, that they're responding to stimuli, being out in the new world. They may be looking around, maybe too bright, but they got to cry. They got to be receptive of what's going on. New to them. They have no clue what's going on. They were sleeping in a warm, embryonic fluid pouch for 9-10 months. And now, boom, planet Earth. Everything is foreign. So from there, they can't take care of themselves at all. They can't hold their neck up. They don't know what an arm is, a leg is. They don't know what fingers, toes are, none of that. So we have to take care of them for a long time until they're mature enough to get out into the world themselves. And just to see the progression of them being able to come into terms and come into the ability to be able to take care of themselves, I can already tell that seeing the progress is going to be so rewarding, because my baby boy Julius is only 10 months, and just to see his progress from being able to hold his neck up to being able to sit up, learning how to pinch and how to just do little things. At first, if they drop a toy or something, out of sight, out of mind, it's been erased from their memory. But now they drop something goes out of their line of sight, they can tell that they need to look for it. They need to look around the table, and to try to find it, because it didn't disappear. It's just out of their line of sight. Just to see that progression is amazing as well. He's been crawling for a few months now. And just to see him, at first get him up on all fours and just rocking back and forth. And, you can see the gears turning, and he's really trying to figure out this body he has in this new world. So just watching him, and sometimes they struggle because everything's new, and, they may cry a little bit, but you got to let them cry a little bit just to see if they can figure it out. But sometimes they get a little bit too frustrated. You got to take them like, okay, we're going to try these exercises again tomorrow. Just to continue to exercise and practice, because, practice makes perfect. So we actually do, stand him up and try to walk him back and forth to each other, because that's the next step. He's pulling himself up onto, couches, tables, whatever he can. We got him this little cool arced kind of climbing thing. He pulls himself on that. Not too much yet, his first couple of days, but he is pulling up. He's not quite cruising, but he'll take a step, maybe two. But we know in a matter of time, he's going to be walking and sprinting around here, causing us a whole nother level of anxiety. But I don't know. He's good. He's a really good boy. I know he's not running around. He's not terrible twos yet, but man, he's such a good baby. He's always smiling, always laughing, unless, at nighttime, putting him down or he's hungry or something, but like that. But for 95% of the day, he's happy, smiling. He's such a happy boy. And just to see the progression from not being able to do anything, and to now he's about to start walking, is so beautiful. And then the fact that, my wife doesn't work, so she gets to stay at home with them every day, take care of them, teach them certain things the way that we want things to be done, and not to be around essentially strangers, So it's cool. She gets to see this progression daily. Of course, I get to see it daily, but I'm away from the house at work for about 10 hours a day. So, but I do get to see it every single day and see how he's progressing. And I guess being a father also, and it being my first child, and he's a boy, is kind of very rewarding, relieving in the same way, because I was an athlete. I was a D1 athlete, NCAA champion, but nothing serious there. But I want him to, I want to live vicariously through him if I can, if he wants to do things like that. But I just want to see him be healthy, continue to progress in a very healthy, strong way. And I'm really excited to see future progression, because I know he's only 10 months, so we got a long way to go, but I can't wait to see it. All right. What do you think about progression? How is it going for you, or how did it go when you had your kids long ago? And if you might have kids in the future, what do you think it'll be like? Until next time, this is Daddy-O, and make sure you go love your kids. Peace.